What is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze. Today we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hopefully you're having a very good day today. And today we have here the new missions for the legendary Vegeta event. And one of the harder ones here are going to be here. Oh, this is actually be here the Otherworld Warriors. I guess I've made the wrong team build here because I just realized here that Frieza is actually not part of the category, so I guess I'm gonna remake my team build here. But this was actually not that bad. A little bit tricky here, but I mean, as long as you have, I guess, the right RNG for this, it's pretty much not that difficult here. I am using here a double tech Goku and Vegeta, aka Gogeta, just because, you know, once they transform, they're pretty much invincible. But I will say in the last phase, they're not that impressive as I thought they would play out here. My Gogeta is only 79%, but they're almost fully maxed level 10 links, only Kamehamehas at level 9. But the rest of the team build is actually pretty okay. You could bring here Angel Vegeta. I do have him at 90% fully maxed level 10 links. The only issue is that he's not that impressive, to be honest, which is really unfortunate. And I actually decided to replace him with the Int EZA Gogeta. And one of the reasons why is because Gogeta is super effective against all types. So because of that, we are able to kind of beat Vegeta to the gun before he beats us, because we're doing tons and tons of damage, but most of our units here being super effective. So of course I also brought here the 3-year anniversary, the LR Goku and Vegeta physical type, who have just aged gracefully. These characters are so good to this day. Even on Extreme Super Battle Road, if you are doing the fusion category, they can hold up. They're still really good to this day. So definitely do not sleep on them. They're eventually gonna get an easy as well, but again, these guys are still really good here. So again, Goku and Vegeta, they're really good. I mean, the tricky part is to get your HP above 70% for you to actually use their active skill. And it's not really a big issue. It really comes down to RNG when you are towards, like, I would say when you are against the Int Vegeta here. That's where it actually gets very tricky, when you're against the Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Now, I also brought here, of course, Frieza. Now, Frieza, a lot of people, like, I wouldn't say they don't discredit him, but he's actually very underrated. When I mean underrated, he's underrated, right? Frieza is just really good. He does it all. Even though he's not on a extreme class team build, he can still hold his own, because again, he is also stacking defense. But also, if you are in a pinch here, if your HP is below 50%, then he has that damage reduction by 50% with all that defense you've been stacking as well. So Frieza, you really don't want to transform unless you really have to. But also, it's going to help you out in the long run, because again, Frieza here is going to basically, Frieza's going to heal you up with all that good defense increasing throughout the stage here. So there goes Vegeta super attack us, which is fine. Again, we only took here 60k. And I did go more additional than crit for my LR Goku and Vegeta, as you guys know. Just because it's, you know, these guys are, you know, I would say you definitely want to go more additional than crit, especially when you turn to Super Vegeta, Super Gogeta, and you only have them for 5 turns. Alright, so there goes a super. Beautiful, beautiful. There goes an additional super attack as well. They have, I think, a level 3 or level 5 crit, which is more than enough. Because, again, you really want to focus on their defense. There goes the Angel Goku Vegeta. 5 million. These guys are 3 years old, right? With no support, that's still really good damage. Their defense, we are taking here double digits type neutral. And honestly, this is actually, I think, my second or third stage here, because my very first attempt was with the Frieza here, the AGL Frieza. He just completely destroyed the event like it's nothing here. But this was probably my third or second team doing the missions, and this wasn't that bad. I thought it'd be a lot more difficult. But my first run I did fail, because again, Angel Vegeta is he's just not really there for some reason. Like, I feel like his defense should be way better, but even after he super attacks, it's just not all there. So it is unfortunate, because he is a premium LR. Alright, there goes Frieza. So now I'm just gonna do a small battery change, because my battery's about to die here. Oh, but we do have transformation for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Alright, and we are back. So now we have here the transformation for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, I was thinking that Goku would be actually very difficult to actually get his transformation. Just because it does require that the opponent has to be above 80% HP. So I really didn't think he was actually going to transform. I actually was hoping that he stayed in his base form. Because he actually looks up much better with the other characters. Alright, so there we go. We have here, of course, the beautiful transformation. I probably should speed this part up here, but again, this is just rinse and repeat. We just keep the same rotations, and then again, we just slowly take out Vegeta. So the Legendary Vegeta event, is it harder than the Goku event, Legendary GT Goku event? I think they're both equal. I think for sure the last stage for Vegeta, Evolution Blue Vegeta, is definitely much more difficult compared to Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But I think overall, because the stages before that, when you are facing against the Ozaru, that stage is really difficult. And the reason why is because that stage you actually get there very quickly. And also as well is that you don't have that much time to stack up defense, especially when you're type disadvantaged, right? When you're doing like the power absorption category against the Legendary GT Goku event, it was actually very difficult because even if you were stacking defense with the Buhan or Butangster, the LR version, because you are physical, you are taking a ton of damage still, because again, that Ozaru hits really hard, especially with their super attack. So because of how it's built out, I think they're both equally the same. But as far as a finalized boss, I would probably say Vegeta is much more terrifying, because that super attack is deadly, even against Gogeta here, which is really surprising. I actually did die because of Gogeta as well, because we got supered and then we just ate tons of damage after, even type neutral with damage reduction. So do keep that in mind here. So yeah, we have the beautiful RNG. The orbs are coming out. We are able to get here some orbs here for everyone, and also Pikkon is able to get off his beautiful passive here. I did bring AGL Pikkon because Pikkon is just, what can I say? He just does everything. He is just way better than Janemba in my opinion, because he does lower attack. You give him one Rainbow Key Sphere, he has a chance to dodge. But also, if you give him only 3 Key Spheres the same type compared to Janemba when you need 4, he does provide that extra key attack and defense to everyone that's super class. So Pikkon really good. Also, he has a very good active skill, which is a free Ghost Usher, which I do save for the end because that's basically where you're not able to dodge. So because of Pikkon's ability to Ghost Usher, it's pretty much, you know, a free getaway free card. Alright, do I actually get double super? Ooh, Pikkon, my boy, you're looking sexy. There we go, beautiful. No dodging, which is fine because we have type advantage. But again, you just want to keep your Frieza on rotation to keep stacking his defense here, sorry. And then we just slowly, take out Vegeta here. I am hoping that we don't get super, because that actually does happen quite often. Even in this type of run here, usually it's in super battle road, but when it's like these long events, it's not really expected to get super before we finish them off, but it did happen, so very unfortunate. So do we actually kill you here? I'm pretty sure we do without the Dokkan attack, because I am saving that Dokkan attack for next phase, where we should be going against God Goku. I mean, sorry, God Vegeta here. Alright, so take care of you. And we're just doing this here. By the way, I was doing this while my video was uploaded on YouTube, so again, just multitasking here because, again, limitations of my iPad. I would love to do this in real life, but, you know, time is ticking. Back to real life. 2022 has started, so we're just going to go back on a grind here. For the next couple of videos, I am going to fast forward this part here. I just realized I forgot to fast forward it, but just running it wasn't too bad here. So this is the part where RNG is a huge factor. I am going to transform with the Gogeta, and the reason why is because we need that scatter effect. In this phase here, Tech Gogeta actually doesn't take any damage after he super attacks, because again, the super attack for this Vegeta here is going to be a melee attack. So yeah, as long as we, don't get super before we super attack, we're pretty much good to go. Also, we have your type advantage and we have a Dokkan attack. So again, we can see here that the super attacks are going to be in the front. And this is something that's very unfortunate with the new cards coming out. I really do feel like Gogeta has the worst definitely by far the worst nullification in Dokkan because it's just, first of all, it's melee, where it's like probably I want to say maybe like 40% of the game does melee attacks, right? Where the rest is mostly going to be Ki Blast. And you have to do it after he does an 18 Ki Super. I kind of get it, like it goes with the movie, but at the same time, it's just not. When you compare it to the other Dokkan Fest units, who are Dokkan Fest, by the way, like the androids and Kid Buu, theirs is just way more easier compared to Gogeta. Like you have to transform, you have to wait turn 4, your HP has to be above 70%. Then when you get there, you get the 18 Ki Super, and on top of that, they have to survive and has to be only a melee attack. That was very unfortunate, but you know what? Gogeta is OP, so I'm not going to complain too much, but they definitely should just give him just a nullification for a physical. 50% chance to activate just like Janemba, and then that's all she wrote here for melee attacks, right? You actually get here a double super attack, which is really good. And for some odd reason, my battery's about to die again, which I can't really explain, so I do apologize for the cut here. So there we go, we have here Gogeta again. Again, this Gogeta actually works very well with the others. And the reason why is because we have a lot of Rainbow Orb changing, so he does have that 30% chance to dodge. But also, again, he's going to be super effective. EZA Gogeta, also a very good EZA. I would still say he's still very relevant in today's meta because he does quite a lot, especially with all the Rainbow Orb changes that we have now. He actually has a mini upgrade that, you know, it's not really talked about, but it's okay here. So we are getting supered again, which is fine because Frieza has type advantage. And also we've been stacking our defense for quite a while. We only take here 60k, and then we just slowly take out Vegeta. And for the rest of the fight here, it's actually going to be against Vegeta. Well, Evolution Blue Vegeta here, right? Sorry. So this is a part where it gets very tricky. Now, luckily, we actually are able to kill Vegeta here, I believe. Let's see what happens here. Do we get a crit? Because if we're actually able to kill God Vegeta here, then we still have Gogeta's effect for an extra 3 more turns, which is exactly what you want to happen. Alright, so there goes Pikkon. He's going to be super effective because we do have a Goku and an Angel Vegeta as well. And there we go, beautiful partner super attack, which by the way have been A1 to this point here. So now we are entering the turn here with Gogeta, so we actually have him for 2 more turns with his effect. And actually, we are against here Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta here, which I did forget. But we can see here that we don't have any super attacks, which is really good. So we are able to capitalize in the front. We are able to get here, I believe, an 18 Ki Super for you. Just like that, right? Or am I trying to go for the 4 Ki Spheres? I think I go for the 4 Ki Spheres because if Goku gets 6 Ki Spheres, he is going to be here super effective against all types. So we actually get here 6 Ki Spheres. And there's actually not many attacks in the back, so Goku is pretty much good to go. In this phase here, you are still able to actually, dodge as well. So Goku does have a 33% chance to dodge when you give him 3 Ki Spheres. Alright, so there we go. Beautiful, taking double digits, beautiful dodge. Again, even this Vegeta here does hit really hard when it comes to super attacks. Gogeta, I mean, he does have the damage reduction, but it's just not that effective in this run. Or against this Vegeta here. Alright, so we take care of you. Being super effective. Yep. And do we dodge? We don't dodge, but Goku only takes 40k type disadvantage. I would definitely take that. Type neutral, type disadvantage, I'll definitely take that. Again, we still have the scouter effect for 1 more turn, or 2 more turns here actually. Because I guess it's for 5 turns, so we got very lucky again. No super attacks in the front. We are able to get one. Actually, no, we do have a super attack. So what do I do here? I do restart the app here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I maybe put Gogeta at the back. I didn't have to restart the app, but I did realize at the very last second we do have a super attack at the back. So that was pretty scary, I'd say. All right, so there we go. We load up the screen here again, and oh, I put Frieza at the back. Okay, so this time I put Frieza at the back, and I leave Gogeta in the middle because Gogeta does have that one Rainbow Ki Sphere. What am I doing here? I'm pretty sure I put Gogeta in the middle. Yeah, there we go. So I give this Gogeta this 1 Rainbow Ki Sphere to give him that extra 30% chance to dodge. And again, I would give this here to Frieza. Even if Frieza decides not to super attack, we've been stacking our defense since turn 1, so this super attack shouldn't do too much damage to us. But even that, I believe Frieza also has a 30% chance to dodge here for 5 turns. So again, Golden Frieza, he does everything. He's probably the MVP of this run, to be honest, besides Gogeta. But I would say Frieza is definitely like a must run for this mission. He's just aging really well as well here. Alright, so there we go. We get a beautiful super attack. Oh, double super attack. So double super effective. And this is why I prefer Gogeta over Vegeta. Just because he's just very limited for you to have a Goku that's specifically from the, whatchamacallit, from the Majin Buu saga, right? So Frieza comes in very clutch with the double super. We'll start with the additional super attacks. We are able to raise our defense. Beautiful crit. Do we dodge this? There we go. Oh! Ooh! Frieza is disgusting, right? So now we actually have our last turn with, of course, Gogeta, which is beautiful because we actually can enter the next phase if we're actually very lucky, with another transformation with the Tech Gogeta, with the friend Tech Gogeta here. That should be specific, and then get an extra 5 turns as well. Because the tricky part is that if you enter the next phase below 70% HP, then that's where it becomes very difficult to actually transform with Tech Gogeta, and that's what makes the run very difficult. But as far as the no item run, this was pretty simple, pretty casual. This only took like on my 2nd or 3rd attempt, I want to say, and the RNG was just really good here. So here we go, 5.99 for Goku and Vegeta. Again, that's basically 6 million. 3 years old, by the way, and has very good defense. All right, so we take care of Vegeta. We get a double super. I do not remember. We do not. Okay, that's fine. Now, Pikkon here, that actually made me a little bit scared because he was taking 34k. And I need those dodges to come through because that was a lot of damage there. But luckily, we are able to keep it above 70%, so thank God. And now we're actually able to transform with Gogeta. And we can also see here where we're going to get super attack as well. So boom, there we go. And now we're gonna move on to the last phase, which of course is the what's his face here, Vegeta here. All right, and there goes Pretty Boy, and we are going to take care of Vegeta-san. All right, so there we go. Again, Rainbow Orb changing really good for everyone on this turn here as well, because again, Gogeta gets an extra 40% for the EZA Gogeta if you actually give him 2 Rainbow Key Spheres. And then Goku is going to be super effective against all types when you give him 6 Key Spheres. So, again, this played out beautifully for Gogeta transforming here. Alright, and then we take care of business. Beautiful. And now we move on to the next phase. So this right here, was pretty good, I would say, right? Because the attacks are spread out. There's no super attacks either, so I am able to capitalize as well. So I give a 24 key super to Gogeta, which is, again, very, very common. We give here a 24 key super as well to Goku and Vegeta. And then we give Frieza here, you know, a 12 key super as well. Alright, so at this point it's not that difficult, but you do have to be very careful with the super attack, because that's the biggest thing in the stage here, right, or in this event, is his super attack gimmick, because he does massively lower defense, and that's just even where Tech Gogeta would actually get you killed. So as long as it's after he super attacks, then Tech Gogeta's fine, but before he super attacks, you are looking lights out, my boy. Alright, so beautiful crit 2.4. Here comes Frieza. Frieza, we have nothing to worry about. He's been stacking defense. And again, Frieza's been one of my favorite Dokkan Fest units for ever since he came out, because he does everything, right? So there we go. Again, we're taking double digits. At this point here, Vegeta's easy peasy. And we're almost at the end of the run here, actually, which is actually really good. So again, no super attacks. So at this point here, I just actually decide to use here the active skill for Pikkon. Because there's no super attacks, this will actually carry forward next turn, which means everyone is going to be safe as well. So again, Pikkon is just one of these really well designed units, I would say. as a Dokkan Fest here. I mean, his attack stat isn't the greatest. I'll agree to that. But I mean, what he brings to the table is just you just can't ignore what he brings to the table here. You could bring a double Pikkon if you really want to. It's not the worst idea. But because you have double tech Gogeta and you're against Vegeta here, who's going to be AGL, you definitely want to bring here tech Gogeta just because you are able to kind of just blast through his health bar like it's nothing, right? He does have way less HP compared to the Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku for the Legendary GT Goku event. Oops. My camera died again. But I mean, because we're doing so much damage, we're just going through Vegeta here like it's nothing. Alright, we are back. So here we are again. Back for round 2. Alright, so we didn't miss too much here. Again, we're just slowly going through Vegeta's health bar. The double super, really good. So now, again, this is actually pretty simple. Again, this was actually not that bad. You could also bring, I guess, double Frieza as well. If you want to, the Dokkan Fest Golden Frieza. It would take you much longer, but that's also very doable because again, he is a leader for Otherworld Warriors, but he's gonna be 150 across the board. But as long as you keep him stacking, Frieza is well enough to run here a Otherworld Warrior category for sure. Alright, so there it goes Goku, and we actually get a double super, which was really nice because I think I gave him 6 key spheres. So now we're able to actually take off Vegeta, and there we go. Super Saiyan 3 for the win. So there we go, the Otherworld Warriors. No item run, pretty simple. Difficulty, I'd say probably like a 6 out of 10. If you have the Tech Gogeta. If you have double Frieza or double Pikkon, I'd probably say maybe it's like a max 8 out of 10 for difficulty. But this was pretty simple, right? So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button. Sub for more videos, come down below. And hopefully, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!